Paul Gibbs, and welcome to Speaking of Everything. This evening I have with me the new president of the St. Martin Carnival Development Foundation, Mr. Lourens. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me.
This is your first time as president, right?
No, last time me and Mikey were here,
Yeah.
I believe I was just elected.
Yeah, oh, so then your second time?
Second time.
Wow, man.
First time alone.
Wow. Time goes so fast.
Yes.
It's amazing. So how things going this year for Carnival 2017?
Carnival 2017 is looking great. We have a lot of things in place already in terms of the schedule has come out. So by now everybody knows the shows. We've signed some agreements with different partners, and it's looking very promising. We have a few new shows. I mean, if I could, I would like to speak about some of those today. We're just looking forward to it all right now. You know, we turn in the year, so this is a very important time for us.
So what are the new shows that you have this year?
Well, we've always, over the years, have taken a lot of flack for, especially from the people that aren't revelers all the way, that there's not enough culture in the carnival. And so now we've given culture its own night. So there's a culture night in Carnival that'll be on the 21st of April. And the idea there is that many of the different groups on the island will get a chance to give a cultural manifestation, not just all the St. Martin groups that can give cultural manifestations of our culture and heritage, but also the people who have come from abroad and have started families here and have a couple generations here. We would like them to also play a part in Carnival and show us what their heritage is about, especially their heritage, how it's mixed with the St. Martin culture right now. So that we're very much looking forward to. That'll be a local night. Kids can come, start quite early, and it'll be a nice evening.
When you say early, 8 o'clock?
So 8 o'clock is on the dot, 8 o'clock we're starting, but some activities will start before that because we'll have our village cookout also that day.
Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And what day that is?
That'll be the 21st of April.
And that is
it's a Friday night.
Friday? Okay,
Friday night. So
night.
It's the first Friday night in Carnival, so it's a big night.
Yeah.
So this is part of us showing that, listen, culture is important. Let's give it its own night. We don't have to just keep it to the parades and things in the day. Let's give it a night when everybody wants to come out to the village.
Any other new thing you have?
We have the village cookout again going into its 4th year, and then we're going to have a drink competition. So mixing of drinks competition also. That has its own special name. I won't reveal that tonight, but it'll come out shortly. And then we have a DJ spin-off competition. Now in this one, we're trying to get DJs from the French side and DJs from the Dutch side to go kind of like a clash in 9 or 7 different genres of music.
What?
So in all the music that will be played through Carnival and that's played on the island, so zouk, salsa, the hip-hop, R&B, the soca, of course, maybe we even put in calypso, the Latin music. They will go head-to-head in those different genres. And I think that'll be a really nice, easy listening experiences for the people that come into the village. They can just come get something to eat and listen to great music all night.
Are you all going to have seasonal pass again this year?
Yes, we have the season passes. In fact, the season pass registration period has already closed.
Really?
Yes, it opened up for 3 months and already closed. We are right now in a period where businesses can send in a request for season passes for their staff. The idea behind this is we want to get the businesses more involved with Carnival. And if they have Carnival revelers in their company, we want to just deal with the business. If you have 10, or if you're a small company, you have less than 10, you could still contact us. But it was mostly made for those that have 10 and more. Call us, we'll get your staff, you'll get it one delivery, you send the names in one place, and we think that'll work out good. The other development since we were last year oral is we've signed on with a particular, I don't know if I can say the names of Madura & Sons, for instance. Madura & Sons is our official travel agent. Yeah. And so they will be handling the guests that are coming into Carnival from around the world. So via just now in December, you'll see everything go towards them.
So they'll be booking people?
Flights, hotels and transportation to and from the village and a season pass and stuff like that.
So do they, is there a page or link on your website?
Yes, on our website. The link is about to become live because we're waiting on Madura to get their things together too. And then, but right now, if you contact us via our website, we'll point you in the right direction right away.
How big is Carnival in St. Martin today?
Carnival is bigger than St. Martin itself. I think in Carnival, and it's evident in some of our local shows, Carnival, the village can hold all the St. Martin people that want to be part of Carnival and visitors from different places around the world. So our carnival is by far the biggest thing going on in St. Martin, Dutch and French side. And so we think it should be highlighted that way, and our whole approach to highlighting it and marketing it is that way. It's the biggest thing going on in this corner of the Caribbean. So please come out and enjoy it.
And people come from all over the world?
All over the world. This year we'll be doing another, we do every 2 years, we do these surveys. So this year we'll be doing the survey again. Last year, just personally, Mikey, the board, we have met with people from all around the world. Germany, California, New York, of course, the whole East Coast. We met people from Little Islands, Holland, Berlin. Everybody knows about St. Martin Carnival. Guadeloupe had a very big group. Welcome, come back again. Yes, Guadeloupe had a major group. And so we're happy about this. Trinidadians and all came to our Carnival, and they had great things to say about Carnival. So we know that the whole world now is looking, and this is a different alternative to Trinidad or Rio or even Miami Carnival. So we're just making sure that we're ready to accommodate these people.
What do they like most? What the most visitors like most about St. Martin Carnival?
This is very interesting so far, you know, and the survey will show more, so the report next year will be even better. But they love the food in the village. The village is the center of Carnival. They love the fact that they can be in a concert venue and have so many different options of different types of food to eat. They love that. Those that experience Juve find that is the craziest thing they've ever seen in their life, including Trinidadians who said this Juve is better than the Trinidadian Juve because we're all in one area going in one circle, whereas in Trinidad it's different bands going different directions. They love this, and that is an experience like nothing else.
Wow. So it costs a lot of money to produce Carnival, right?
Yes, Carnival's budget is really, really high.
What's the budget this year?
Our budget is still looking like around $750,000. This is money we have to raise. That's why corporate partnerships are very important to Carnival. And right now we're in a phase where we're trying to solidify all of those contracts so that we can get moving and get some things in place. We over the last maybe 4 or 5 months, myself and Mikey, who's the director, and a few others have been marketing director, and his company too, have been very, very busy in trying to bring more partners into Carnival. It's quite important. We're also putting out something for a company, a local company that wants to brand the Carnival, that maybe wants to sell shirts of Carnival or mugs or pens, whatever. We'll give them a store, call it the Carnival store, and give them the license to use our logo and our likeness and different things of our shows. This is what we're looking. We want more partnerships. Sponsorship is good, but partnerships are better because they don't only send their money, but they're able to also bring their own expertise into things. And that's an important part of moving over for 2017.
What's the logo for this year?
No, the slogan is always going to stay the same. It's come experience life. So years ago when we decided,
change anymore?
No. Years ago when we decided we need one brand that can last years and years, the name became Come Experience Life, and that was it. And what we found funny is people last year would take pictures and hashtag other things, come experience friendship with their friends, come experience food, come experience music. But Carnival is come experience life, because I think life is quite evident in Carnival. You see people stay up for 24 hours. I mean, how much more life you want to see? Yeah.
You know, back in the 90s, we used to have a lot of hotels having their troops in Carnival Parade.
Yeah.
That's not happening anymore.
That's not happening, but I'm glad to say that there is a lot of talk that an old hotel troupe will be coming out for this Carnival again. I'm still talking with the person who is responsible for that. But one of our flagship hotels of the past, they are getting together and putting their old troupe back together, and they may come out on the road this year. So I actually believe that this Carnival parade coming will be bigger than last year, and last year was the biggest one. So I'm so glad you mentioned that, because it would be really nice to see that troupe come out again.
And I noticed that the Lourens troupe, GB have a troupe they're really good every year.
Oh man, Survivors, they're like none other. And shout out to Jasmine for that. She's a great troupe leader. I don't think we could have had a junior troupe without Jasmine.
Yeah.
Even the years when we couldn't get more people to get in, she was always there for it. And so support, you know, Carnival is about that. Carnival is about the people that make it happen. SCDF is a facilitator and sometimes a promoter. But there are times when SCDF cannot do certain things. And this is why you have to rely on people in the community like her, like the other troop leaders to get these parades going. And now the junior parade is big. It's a nice parade. Yeah, really nice. It has its own route. And I expect it to keep growing.
I know you also outsource quite some events like the Calypso and so forth.
Yes, the reason for outsourcing these, so Calypso is now under the Raw Productions, and Posh has the Queen shows. The reason we did this is because we've realized we, SCDF, a group of volunteers, we don't have the time or the know-how really to give Queen shows the type of attention it needs. And now Calypso. Calypso is an art form of its own. As you've seen, the new group that has Calypso, they already released a website just for Calypso. It has, you can see the winners back to 1972. You could listen to old music. And these are things that they can just focus on, taking the responsibility along with SCDF, but they have the responsibility. And you can see a better product. Posh Productions took the Queens last year, and there was a better product. And this is why we are open to outsource certain parts of Carnival that we ourselves can do better.
So at least you all won't have any problems with the Calypsonians anymore.
Yeah, let's see. Well, now maybe they might really sing against us. Let's see how that goes. But you know, the way St. Martin going to have a lot of material to sing for next year.
You know, that used to be quite an issue every year.
Yeah. Calypsonians are a special group of people. These are artists. It's my favorite art form. And you can never predict a Calypsonian. And so you could also never satisfy a Calypsonian, to say it that way too. The Calypsonians for the last at least 5 years have had the biggest prize in Carnival for winning. And so we did the best we could. But I'm really proud to see Raw Productions do great things with them.
Well, you know, they are a reflection of us as a people.
Yeah, that's social commentary. Yeah.
Anything else that's different in 2017 for Carnival?
Well, we have some new booths. We have some new booths that are coming out. Yes.
Where are you going to find the space?
Well, no, we didn't build new booths. We have new owners coming in, new booth owners, and they're going to bring a different flair. So now when they registered, they were supposed to outline what type of food and cuisine they will be bringing. So we do have some different types of cuisine coming into Ville, some vegetarian stuff, some Antillean stuff, you know, and I think it will be a nice mix, a nice addition. Every year, or people don't know, every year there's a line of at least 50 to 60 people that want to get in the village and have a booth. But we always give previous booth holders, providing that everything goes well, during that we give them a preference.
I'm glad that you all mentioned the vegetarian thing. I'm not a vegetarian, but I like to eat healthy.
Yeah, you have a lot of healthy choices.
Exactly, that's good, because I don't want to go to the village and have fried stuff and barbecue. No, I prefer to do that at home.
Yes,
understand. When I go out, you know, you have some healthy, so I'm glad that you all are doing that now.
Yeah, we're glad that people have that idea and want to be involved, because a different mix, it's always about variety in the village. You don't want to walk 40 booths and all of them selling the same thing. Right. You want to see differences, and I think that's indicative of our culture here in St. Martin. You know, everybody's a little different, but at the same time, we're all on the same island and trying to enjoy it together.
You know, I had St. Martin Marby the other day, and it's such a great drink. It goes back along with the St. Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't a drink like that become like an official Carnival drink?
It's always possible, and I know the owners of Swaligo Marby. If they want to, we can always talk about that. That's always possible. All those things are possible. We have an official beer already, which is Heineken. Heineken's the official beer.
But that's not made here.
Yeah. But you know, we can have an official anything. It's all about partnerships, and that's what we're looking forward to.
Okay. So it's a lot of work, right?
It's a lot of work. At this point, I think I've had 3 or 4 meetings for the week already for Carnival, and we just started. Myself and the director are particularly very busy. The booths and the registration is closed right now, so the board members dealing with that are very busy. And it's a lot of work, it's a lot of volunteer work too, we hope people understand that it's a lot of work.
So you still get volunteers?
Yeah, every year we have volunteers that want to become a part of, want to help out with Carnival or be a volunteer. It has its perks, don't get me wrong. But
it's long hours?
It's very long hours. It's hard work too. Sometimes you can't enjoy it all the time. You know, that's my biggest fear. How am I going to enjoy Carnival this year? Because, you know, being on the board is one thing, being the president is the next thing, you know. Yeah. So people who know me, they know like I really like to enjoy myself, but I will find a good balance coming up this Carnival.
You know what's amazing though, because you, Mike Granger, and the others took Carnival and really brought it to another level.
Oh yeah.
And on St. Martin, we have a big problem with our own people that we can't do anything good.
Yeah.
And I think this job that you all are doing now is a clear example of, if you give our people
a chance,
just that chance, they can prove that they can do it like anyone else or even better.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Oral. And also, I work with, I always said that I would have the easiest job as president for Carnival because I have a wonderful board of people that really support ideas and can work things through. What you're saying is very important. I hope it can spill into the rest of society. As you see with us, last year we took a chance and gave the local music, the local bands a chance and said, only our bands in our Juve. And we had the biggest Juve ever. Mind you, we had the most criticism ever. How you guys crazy? We can't bring no international bands. We had the biggest Juve ever last year with only our local bands. We have local music playing all over. Every weekend or every other weekend, a local band has a gig. And this is all because we gave them a chance on the big stage to show St. Martin they are as good as a foreign band that is coming here for X amount of dollars. So we're happy and very proud of that. In fact, when it comes to the bands, we're extremely proud of that.
What about the time that Juve starts? You all satisfied with the time it starts?
The 4 a.m.? Yeah. Yes, we're satisfied with it. We won't move it deeper into the night, so we won't go back to 3. There is quite a reason, you know, there's a certain amount of hours people can be drunk for before problems start happening. As you know, Juve can have its mishaps here and there, and that they all happen at the same time. If you really pay attention, they all happen exactly the same time every year because people have been drinking for such a long time. I myself, when I experience Juve, especially if I go with my wife, we jam. We don't stay any one location. We move through and try to enjoy the whole thing. But there's a time for us when it's, you know, now it's time to be a spectator. And we pull aside and we just let the trucks pass. So I'm not telling anyone how to enjoy themselves. I'm just asking, again, everybody, please be cognizant that Juve is quite a wild ride. It's one of the best parts of Carnival, but let's be responsible in it. Let's don't hurt each other. Let's pay attention to things that may be going a little. Listen, you have 20-something thousand people on the road, drinking, having a good time. The chances that a little scrap up happen here or somebody get pushed down, those things are normal. We just need to be more vigilant and for ourselves, pay attention to our surroundings, that's all.
What surprised me though is the amount of very young children that are in the Juve.
Yeah, that's indicative of the parenting situation on the island. I don't know. My daughters, I have 4 daughters. They only see Carnival from the porch because we live on the route. Parents need to be a little bit more make better choices for their children, especially in the jump-ups. We get a lot of complaints about the jump-ups, young kids being there and school is on. You know, we cannot control that. We have no ways of controlling 1,000 children. But parents, you can do your job. You can keep your kids home. You can make sure they're occupied. What I can say, however, is that we're still a very safe society, that kids can go out and jam on the road till 11, 12 o'clock and reach home. You never hear a child is missing after Carnival. And that's one bright side of the whole thing. Again, too, I think if more adults would come out and the music would change to accommodate the adults, I think the kids would be a little bit more bored. You know, if we sit down and start play calypso all day, the kids gonna walk out the door. So it's a mix. If all the parents stay home, the kids gonna go.
You want to get rid of them, just play Frank Sinatra.
I think it should be for everybody. So we should have a section and a section. It should be for everybody.
This year, are there going to be those guys out of Barbados performing?
Do you mean the bands? You mean the artists?
There's some artists that are very popular.
I do think we'll have some of them. I can't say where they'll be, if they're going to come to what show and whatnot. I have to leave that for the promoters to make the announcements. But last year we did have, if I'm not mistaken, we had Kess the Band and we had King Bubba. So we had 3 or 4 artists out of Barbados, sorry, he's out of Trinidad, but major soca artists. They're all welcome. I'm sure they're going to be here again because they recognize that up here in the Eastern Caribbean, we have a very nice venue and a great crowd. So,
and fastly approaching the best in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Speaking with the president of the Sermon Carnival Development Foundation, I was telling him about the time when I was a little boy and he could walk in for free. I asked him how many free open nights we have this year.
We got the opening and we got the closing. Those are 2 free nights for sure. You know, those are 2 free nights.
What about the admission? Is it changing?
Well, you know, we have a little policy from Carnival for the local shows. We always try to keep it not higher than $15. So $15 would be the highest for a local show.
Yeah.
And then we also have a policy with the promoters. We ask them please to not pass $50. We have to keep it to that point. You must realize some of the artists you're seeing, you know, go to the US, they're $300-400 for one concert. So we ask the promoters to do your best with that ticket price. It's been successful so far.
So it's still, any shows past $50?
No show has ever passed $50 in the village.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not under SCDF.
Yeah. That's quite interesting.
Yeah. I know the promoters have to pull strings out of nowhere because some of these artists could cost
a lot of money.
50 grand and up.
Yeah.
Just the artists. So.
And then you have to make sure you get thousands of people in the village.
To make back your money. If you don't make back your money, it's a waste.
What's the capacity in the Carnival village?
I would say personally it's a little less than 14 or 15,000
really?
people.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's full to the brim. That's full to shows that we consider very full are around 10,000, 8 to 10,000.
I was speaking with Mr. Clark from Raw Promotion. He was telling me that he was saying that when Byron Lee was there, that was one of the biggest crowds.
Yeah,
in the
Byron
Carnival.
Lee and Bow Wow back in the old village. Those were the biggest crowds.
Ever got those crowds again?
We've had crowds that could compare, but remember the village is bigger now.
Yeah.
And it's concrete, so you really can't really gauge if it's a bigger crowd or not. But we've had over 10,000 people in the village on show nights.
One given night, okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just would like to encourage the public. Again, we're looking for partners. If you want to do branding, if you want to do advertising in Carnival on our screens, feel free to contact us. Go to our website, sxm-carnival.com. And for those that did not get a season pass during the registration period, we may be opening season pass for a short time before Christmas again. So pay attention to the news when we announce that you make sure you go and register for a season pass, because that'll be your last chance.
So when it becomes available again, what's the price of a season pass?
It's still going to be $250. We've kept that price for the last 2 or 3 years, and it's not going to get higher than that right now. So it's still $250, but it's going to be yes, dollars, and that's for the whole Carnival, all 21 days, and it's going to be a very short period when we come out.
No matter what show is being held in the village, you can go in?
You could go in, and not only that, you don't wait in a line. You go through the VIP line, in and out, as much as you want with this pass.
But that's really good.
It's very good. It's very good.
And so far, did people buy?
Yes, we have hundreds of people have already purchased. We're going to open it, and then we have some companies that have purchased for their staff members. They're going to take it out of salary or whatever. And so we have some already sold. We do have a limit. So when we open up, please register as soon as, you don't have to pay right away, but you need to register right away.
Let me tell you what you guys can do now. Have some VIP passes for $1,000, and they have a special section in the village, man.
Well, you don't run us out of the village.
No, have to.
You know, we spoil our people good at. We spoil our people good at. You go say,
think about it.
I'll think about it.
And then they have you know what? Everybody wants to be there to show off. So next year, they're going to buy a $1,000 pass too.
Or else you're going to make the people say, I say so. Oh, wow.
Mr. Lourens, I want to thank you for coming in. Anything you want to add in closing?
We just want everybody to be excited for Carnival 2017. Go to our Facebook page. Spread the Facebook page. Let your friends in other countries know about Carnival. And just come out. 2017, we're going to have a great time. Come experience life.
Hey, thanks again for coming in. Much success.
Yes.
That's it for now. See you next time, right here on Speaking of Everything. Till then, good night. Take care. Bye.